Hi, my name is Rich. I use the he, him pronouns. You're watching my YouTube channel where I play amazing tabletop role-playing games with friends. This is the second session in a scheduled four-session series of MACE. MACE is this Blades in the Dark hack that I have made. It's a very, very light hack. It's almost all blades. About the Mission Adaptive Combat Ensemble for S.H.I.E.L.D. So this is set in the Marvel Cinematic Universe after the events of Secret Invasion. Sorry if I spoil this. Yes, I'm using the MCU as our playground for this tabletop RPG. Disney, please don't sue me. I make no money from this. It's not monetized. I just am having fun with your cool stuff. I'm giving you more credit than most of the media does. You should love me. Maybe you can steal some of our ideas, which are stolen from you and stolen from comics. It's all steals all the time, but I don't make money. So the idea is that these folks are a S.H.I.E.L.D. team who have specific neural implants so that they can download powers from the Harvest Protocol, which was mentioned in Secret Invasion. It's heavily inspired by Hardcore, a Valiant comics of the 90s that I quite liked. And yeah, that's the whole setup there. In the Artemis on level 3, the Artemis is a Latvian helicarrier. Latveria is a Slavic country. It is, thank goodness you guys gave me a map so that I can know about where it's located. It is, well, I don't know. It's between a whole bunch of other made up countries, but it's definitely in the like former Soviet Russia kind of vibe. But it has never been part of the USSR because Latveria is ruled by Dr. Doom. Dr. Doom, one of the coolest, as in baddest kind of guys, and he is not currently on the helicarrier. However, you have found that Gustav Hauptmann, a ex-Nazi scientist, that's a comics canon that he's an ex-Nazi scientist. He is super old, very, very old in an MCU kind of way. He was not a super soldier. He is an old, crusty dude. And he is currently in the possession of your target, which is not a person, but the Wand of Watum, which is able to absorb, redirect, and amplify energy. A durable weapon that can be used to channel magic. Therefore, it is a powerful relic, and the Latvians had stolen it. You guys are stealing it back. You're currently over international waters, which gives you a little bit of cover to pull off this mission in flight on the helicarrier. You have reached level 3 as part of your infiltration, and there are 2 secure labs. You're at the Rich has to look at the thing and figure out the right and the left. Left is oh gosh, starboard is right, and port is left. So you're on the port side. Secure lab. I really wish I'd done that beforehand because that was a little embarrassing. But there you go. You're at the port secure lab, and you have engaged in a fight with Latvian heavy soldiers, one of them killed by Iron Wolf, who has downloaded the Winter Soldier powers, which allows him to add some prowl and skirmish capabilities. Currently, let's see, the other harvest power we have active is that Pawn, your scout, has engaged the ghost harvested power, and neither Flyboy nor Starfall have engaged their powers. So we spent a good time just hanging out before we started recording. So I'd like everybody just to briefly give us a recap, just to say who you are and where your character is. I will bring up the Mission 1 protocol so we can all look at the map. This is partially recap and partially Rich making sure I didn't put people in my mind palace in the wrong place. So let's start off here. I'm going to start from the left-hand side of the character keep, which means that Cody, if you could introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your character.
Yeah, what's up? It's your boy. I'm Cody. I use the he, him pronouns. I'm playing Iron Wolf, using the Bad Mother playbook. He is located on the 3rd level, just outside of the port number 11 secure lab, currently engaged with 2 sort of techno soldiers. One that has been smashed, the other one has blasted me right in the side. That's all you need to know about Iron Wolf.
Yeah. Next up is Anesh.
Yeah, I'm Anders, he, him. I am playing Flyboy, who is a pilot. He's the Libertine playbook. I believe I'm still on level 2. I think near the personnel elevators, down to level 3. You're muted, Rick.
I was whispering to myself, trying to say, find the personnel elevators. Where are they at? I got the platform lift here.
You can see them on level 3, but I don't think they're. I think they're the 3s in the corners there.
Personnel lift 3.
Yeah, personnel lift.
Yeah, no. So I wasn't trying to correct you. I was just reading out loud what I saw. Where is it? Crap! There. All right.
Yeah.
So you're like somewhere here-ish, possibly.
No,
or
so,
here-ish.
yeah. I was thinking the ones around number 8 there.
Number 8 has some.
Aha! That is a much better plan. Okay, cool. So you took one of the lifts near here. That's right, because you guys snuck through the hangar bay area, and so you're near that. Sounds awesome. Thank you so very much. Next up is Steven.
Hi, my name is Steven. My pronouns are he, him. And today I'm playing Pawn, whose pronouns are also he, him. Pawn's, real name is Lionel Douglas. Pawn used to be a lieutenant in the MACE Corps and is now a private, has been demoted, and is resentful of this fact a little bit. And he's the scout. He's the one who went in, took ghost level powers, snuck around, and found where our target was.
Cool. And where is Flyboy? I think he was in the lab, right?
Yeah, he was sneaking in above 11, poked his head down, saw Gustav, came back up. I think the guards may have seen me, and that alerted them to him. And Gustav, that's what it was. Gustav had glasses and saw something was going on, alerted the guards. They came running over. I pulled back out, and I'm looking for everyone to join. I'm not going in until I have the team.
Sounds good.
Yep.
Last but certainly not least is the team commander and the player of the team commander, Mark.
Hi, I'm Mark. I'm he and them, and I'm playing Starfall, whose real name is current Lieutenant still, Soma Cytheria. And I believe I am still back up there with Flyboy.
Okay.
Waiting to hear back from what happened with Pond and Iron Wolf going down to see what's up.
Amazing. Great. So that's where we were at. And I recall, because I went back and watched the last bits of the video, I had just asked Flyboy what he was doing, because you've heard combat is going on. Iron Wolf is in the stuff. You're hearing reports from Spider, your mission control. Hey, Iron Wolf's engaged. Iron Wolf's engaged. He's taking a wound. Do you need me? Spider says. Do you need something?
I'm not sure if I want to juice up just yet.
That's fine. Rich is perfectly fine. Spider thinks she should have powers.
Yeah. But I think I'm just going down to where the action is, or maybe I should stay up here and cover the elevators, make sure we don't get pushed from both sides. I don't know. Starfall, what do you think?
Yeah, so they've already engaged. I think they could probably use backup if you feel good about going in there. We are going to need someone to fly us out, but I think I can get that covered for us.
Sure. I will take the elevator down and just, if I can get a clean shot at one of these guards, I'll take it. But, we've got guns for a reason, so.
Why, I think you certainly can, Flyboy. Do you want to pop off a shot? So, just so we're clear, we're all on the same page. There are like dozens upon dozens of soldiers, but right now, when you come down here and look out to this area, there are 2 heavy soldiers that are closing in on Iron Wolf. So it's 3-on-1. And then there are other soldiers who are scrambling around at this point. Area 8, the engineering and reactor area, there are no weapons there. They're just a bunch of drones and soldiers and engineers and the like. So this is a secure area, but not crawling with gun-toting soldiers. So really, it's the 3 heavy armored. And just to remind ourselves, this is what they look like, the Latverian heavy soldiers. I don't know what the W stands for, but it looks dope. So there you go.
Just to get so we came in and landed behind that tower on the first level, right? We came in super stealth, I think. And that's
I
the
thought we
only
came in on the second level.
second level.
I thought you guys
No,
dropped in.
We landed behind the con tower on, like on the
Yeah,
then
landed
we-
behind con
escape
tower.
pods were or whatever.
And then you came down and you crossed across here, and then after ghosting scouting, I realized you need to get here and start taking elevators. Does that help clarify?
Yeah. And the top level is the only part that's like exposed to the
Correct.
outside. Everything else is like
imagine a
inside.
flying aircraft carrier, and you basically have it.
Cool. I'm gonna, and just one more question, the position where we are. So the doctor with the wand is inside that number 11.
Yes.
And did guards go in there, or did they come out to protect outside?
Oh, that's a great question. Yes, that's right. So yes, that's right. So reset. 2 guards went inside.
Okay.
These 2 guards came down, and so when you look across, Flyboy, you see the body of one of the heavy soldiers and one other. So it's not 3-on-1, it's 1-on-1, which is, in Iron Wolf's favor. It's not really 1-on-1 because it's Iron Wolf is one of the ones. So it's like 1
If
point.
I'm in that fight, it's
1.1 1.1 versus 1. So does that help, Starfall? And sorry for having to reset there.
Yeah. Can I get Spider on the comms and ask if they can position themselves underneath this carrier?
Yes. Working on it. She has a bodyguard, as we talked about. That your wait, is it club or is it cub?
Club, because a club is like a little mace,
Yeah, so she has club and then a pilot, because she's got to be fully engaged with taking care of you guys. So she'll direct the pilot, and then she says, "Yeah, we're working on it. Oh, by the way, we've got a bogey approaching fast. Just FYI, we're going to stay in cloud cover. I'll do my best to get under you."
Great.
Cool. So, are you giving orders to Flyboy?
I think Flyboy's got it. I don't think I need to give him orders on this one.
Flyboy, what do you want to do? You said you might want to shoot. Do you want to shoot?
Yeah, and I think since I'm terrible at skirmish, but I'm pretty good at wreck, I'm going to pick out a large weapon, which I think is like a grenade launcher, like a shoulder grenade launcher. He doesn't have an assault rifle. He's not going to just shoot bullets at you. He's going to hit you in the face with a grenade.
That's amazing. So mark off that piece of gear because you've defined that that's what you have, your large weapon. You have done that. Your normal, so you have 3 more slots in your load that you can define things. And it sounds to me like you want to shoot something. Tell me what action you're engaging here. And I'll set your...
I'm going for wreck here because I want to blow stuff up.
Awesome. I think that you are currently in a risky position, not desperate. And I'm going to say that is you're taking a grenade, but it's against the heavy soldier, correct?
Yeah.
So I think it's standard effect because they are heavily armored. They are armored. Hold on, Rich wrote it down. Titanium armor. Yeah.
Sounds fair.
All right, cool. Let's jump to our die roller. So you are in a risky position. You are rolling. Which one were you hitting? I'm sorry. Which action again?
Wreck.
Totally makes sense. Do you want to spend some stress for a bonus or push yourself, or do you want a devil's bargain to increase your dice or increase your effect?
I was going to ask Iron Wolf first if he feels like he can spend the stress to assist me. Like, Iron Wolf, kick this guy free.
You got it, Flyboy. Iron Wolf drops down, sweeps the legs.
Oh,
gives him a
sweep
kick
the
up into
leg!
air.
And it's the weak point of Latvian armor is the joints on those titanium knees. Okay, so that gives you a die. Flyboy, would you then want a devil's bargain to increase your effect?
I'll absolutely hear one.
Cool. I'd like to increase the Doom clock. Dr. Doom arrives clock. How's that
I'll
sound?
take that.
All right,
That
we're
is
all
an
on the same
easy
page
game.
here. Let me go ahead and check the second box.
Doom, doom, doom.
Doom.
So I'm rolling 4 dice. No, sorry, I'm rolling 3 dice with increased effect.
Correct.
Yeah. Sounds awesome. That is a 5.
Ooh, sweet 5. That is
Best roll.
ugly. I think that's a 3 harm coming to the armored guy. He is gonna blow some of that armor to not die. But guess what? This is a grenade, which means that the consequences are that it explodes outwards. And Iron Wolf, who very vehemently said he was not wearing armor last session, is gonna eat 2 harm here, unless you want to resist it.
Or am I?
Yeah, I'll resist that. Will resisting remove it completely or just reduce it to 1 harm?
I tell you what, if you resist it, it will reduce 1 harm from Iron Wolf, but not reduce harm to, because I'll just say you kind of shot on the other side of
Yeah.
the soldier.
Cool. I will try to resist that then.
Cool. I'm going to define, because based on my little rule set, I define what action, right? Resistance, resistance roll.
I think
Chosen by the GM. Resistance roll uses an
Oh,
attribute
yeah,
chosen by the
cool.
GM.
Yeah.
And I think this is a insight.
Well,
Understanding.
that's terrible, but sure.
Oh no,
Oh,
you have no
no.
insight. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Not really.
No, that's
Maybe a little.
fine. That's fine.
You roll a 2d6, keep the worst of the 2. Oh my goodness.
Well, I rolled 2 twos, so that's fine. Or,
Yeah.
terrible, but
Paying 4 stress to keep from
Mm.
hurting Iron Wolf. That's a really sweet gesture. I bet if I'd told you inside at the start, you might not have resisted this. I'm sorry. Feel bad
So I
now.
still take 1 harm from
You
that?
do. You do take 1
Okay.
harm. And you can
And-
resist that if you want.
I will. I would like to. Please. Yes, sir. May I, sir? GM, sir?
Yeah, I think this is a leaping out of the way dramatically prowess roll for
Okay,
you.
perfect.
Your prowess is
Right.
2.
Yeah.
But you... Oh, wait. You don't lose dice on resistance rolls, right? Yeah, you do not. I don't think wounds
It's just on
cause-
action rolls.
Yeah, it's just on action rolls.
Cool.
2 dice.
All right.
What does it look like when we get our powers beamed over to us? Like,
Ooh,
how long
that's
does
a
that take?
great
Is it
I think it's like it's within the action. Like if you call for a power, you can use that power when you call for it. There isn't a 1 round delay. I kind of imagine there's a little bit of like CGI, like spark
Sort of-
stuff, the back of your
Yeah.
head type deal. You know,
Yeah.
we gotta have our contractors work hard for their CGI money.
Yeah.
So
knowing that they're down there, I'm gonna run up the stairs to the upper deck again.
okay. While you're doing so, I just want to pause to say that Iron Wolf, you resist that perfectly. You take no stress. You're very good at resistance.
Ooh,
I'm made of
nice.
iron, and iron is the strongest of all wolves.
I think I'll radio down to the team. Like, just keep folks occupied right where you are outside there
Cool.
You got it.
in area 9 there.
On this area, yep. Keeping them. Okay, so you're heading back up, and what are you're like running across? There are guys are scrambling. There are obviously some of these aircraft are being scrambled and moved up this platform towards up the aircraft lift. And I think there's people who are going to shoot at you as you run across Starfall. It's not like you're invisible or anything.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to get back up to the deck is all.
Awesome. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna say that you need to do an action. This sounds desperate to me.
Yeah.
You're literally running in the middle of a hornet's nest trying not to get stung.
Let's do it.
All right, so
What's that gonna be? Ooh. I don't have a lot for this.
oh,
Are
somebody
they?
did a squirrely
Yeah, that was me. I don't know how to
circling
make it
fun.
go away.
There's a
There's a
thing where you
little
can trash can it
arrow.
out.
There it is. I just couldn't find the trash can. There we go. Are they close enough to punch? Are they like?
Sure.
I think I'm gonna have to brawl my way out of there. Like maybe there's guys on the stairway.
Yeah, there's
that-
this librarian. I mean, he looks a little punchable, right?
Yeah,
He comes
yeah.
up. Come here, pretty lady.
Oh yeah,
Says
here I
in like
come.
bad librarian.
Grab him. Great. So I'm gonna skirmish my way out of that situation then.
Okay. Well, desperate, and I think skirmishing while being shot at is it seems appropriate. So I'll say standard effect.
Okay, cool.
Would you like to push yourself?
I think I would like to push myself for an extra die.
Would you like to have a devil's bargain to get increased effect?
As much as I love them, I don't think I'm going to this time.
All right.
Let's see.
Best of luck to you.
Punch my way to the top. That's a 4.
Ooh, that is a 4. Yeah, I think what happens is you do the thing. The guy gets manhandled. Do you throw him off?
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah, he does a little
Clank.
Wilhelm. Yeah. Clang, clang, clang. Unfortunately, though, there are other people around, and they shoot you. You take 2 harm.
Okay. I will resist that.
Oh, would you? Would you like to? Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
I would like to resist that. Yeah.
That sounds good. Do you have any armor on that would take it down a step?
Do I want to use it here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll use it here. I'm ahead. I'm normal. So yeah, let's check off that armor.
Okay. So when you use the armor, you're gonna mark it as what you're. I'm just mostly to help anybody who's forgotten. You're gonna mark that you have armor, and then you're gonna check off armor here that you've utilized.
Up top. Boom.
Yep. Up top. So that knocks it down to a 1 die. And do you want to resist that on top?
I would like to resist that as well. Yeah.
Awesome.
What do you think?
Oh, I declined the thing.
Yeah.
I think it's prowess. It seems appropriate. You're getting shot. It's physical stuff.
All right, that'll be 1 die. It's just what are they shooting with? Is it bullets or energy weapons? Something cool.
Let's do it. Energy weapons. I like it. Yes, they got pew pew lasers, which are coated not to peer. Oh crap, that hurts a lot.
Yeah, that's a 5 stress there.
That is. So you are able to, because resistance means it happens, meaning you've resisted, right? So you knock it off. It just takes a time. Oh crap, you're about to trauma out. Oh my.
And getting a power takes 3, right?
Yeah, you will trauma out if you take a power right now. Amazing. Yeah, you barely move.
Oh, actually, can I retcon that?
Sure.
Well, no, never mind. We already did. Yeah,
okay.
I'm stressed. Yeah.
Okay, you make it to the top. You are tired. You've not been shot. It's a miracle. You are really good at your job, and the wind is blowing in your hair in a kind of it's like there's a moment. It's a cool music, heroic stance there, but we cut quickly away from you to Pawn, because I'm really curious what's going on with Pawn.
Sweet. So I'm going to get on the radio. I'm above 11. I've heard all this action. I hear all the shooting up above me. I get on the radio. Lieutenant, permission to engage with the target?
Absolutely. Engage with full force.
I phase through the ceiling of where 11 is. And I think Ghost is also invisible. Is that right?
Sure. Yeah. I think Ghost, like Ghost in the Ant-Man and the Wasp was nigh invisible, so yeah, I'm into it.
I don't know if it's invisible or not, but I don't really care that much whether or not I'm seen. I come down into the room where Gustav is, and because I've seen his position, I know that he's kind of where he is. I come down, pick up, let's say, a microscope off of the counter. So
Ooh.
that makes me solid. Oh no, it doesn't. It makes the microscope phase. I'm going to put it inside of his head and let go.
Holy
Ooh,
shit, that's insane.
yeah.
Wow. That is a whole thing. I don't think he wants you to do that, so you're gonna need to make a roll.
Okay.
Wow, that's so terrifying, and I love it. I mean, you're doing this. Remember, I defined when we reset it, just so we're clear. There are two heavy soldiers shooting these weird energy weapons. I
Mhm.
think this is kind of a desperate move.
Okay.
You're ghosting it, and they know you're coming.
Mhm.
Is that fair? Does that seem desperate to you?
No, that's fine. Yeah,
Okay,
desperate.
good. So you're desperate, but I think this is going to have great effect. If you pull it off, a microscope in the head is going to destroy his brain. Yeah. Wow, that's so cool. Great stuff. Sorry, just blown away. What action are you engaging here? Or using?
So let's see. This would probably be an ambush with close violence. So I think that's prowl.
That seems appropriate to me. Would you like to push yourself or ask for a devil's bargain?
I'll ask for a devil's bargain.
Hey, I'd like to check this Dr. Doom arrives clock right over here, this third one. There's still one left, so I
Well,
don't think it's a big deal.
I might take that. By the way, I found another picture. It's been popping up in my feed from time to time, just to the right of that, of Dr. Doom. I don't know where it came from.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
nice.
Kind of weird. Anyway, I
It
think he's
is
got an
weird.
arc reactor in his chest.
That
Okay.
does look a little arky.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So let's see. My prowl is 2. I will take the Doctor Doom arrives Devil's Bargain. That gives me 3, and I think that's good. And I'm going to roll that.
It's some emoji masterpiece there, Cody. Good stuff in the chat.
I got a 5.
Ooh, a 5. Okay, I will not let. I think what happens is you do the thing, and you can make this choice. Either you drop it in like his chest, which is going to be fatal, but isn't immediately fatal, and then you are able to run away and take less harm as a consequence. Or you stay and make sure that this takes him out. Hauptmann is done, but you will be taking level 3 harm. But you can resist, but still level 3 harm. This one of these guys goes click, click, click.
Yeah, I think I will. Let's see. That's a difficult choice, Rich. I think I will let it drop into his. I don't want to leave. That's the deal. I think I'm going to stay because I need to get the staff.
Yeah.
So that's my mission. I'm going to drop it in his head and stay behind, take the higher damage, so
Oh,
that
sweet.
I can stay to grab the staff.
He has the wand, right? And he fires it through like he fires some weird energy, but it misses you, and he's screaming, "Die, allied pick dogs!" And then shove the microscope right into his head and unfazed. His eyes pop up, and we see the microscope sticking through his head like a unicorn, and he drops. Boom, and the wand scatters cling, 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 cling onto the metal tile. When one of the guys shoots, he like does the little adjustment there, kind of like Cable with the little adjustment thing in Deadpool 2, and then whoa, and this laser hits you for level 3 harm pawn. You want to just eat that? You probably don't have any armor. You probably don't want to resist. You just want to lay on the floor and drool, right? Yes.
No.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. I probably want to resist that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That seems fair.
What? And I think, yeah. What think what would I resist that with?
Yeah, I think that this is going to be. And Rich wants to look at the rules just because there's a cool little cheat sheet about which are there. I think it's a consequence from physical strain or injury, so prowess.
Okay. So let me roll that. So I take 3.
Man, I think the thing, and it goes through, and we see this crackling of energy around you, but you are not taken to a 3 harm. Instead,
2.
yeah, I
right?
think it's 2 harm instead.
Can I
yeah.
activate armor to make that a 1?
You can.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm going to activate just the normal armor. This isn't armor I'm wearing. This is the part of the ghost power.
Nice.
So
I like that.
the energy weapon doesn't quite phase through, and that's what that is.
Oh yeah, we see like it's a red laser, right? And we do a little bit of color play, and there's like a red blue, and it kind of becomes a green, and neither it seems to nullify the effect. Red and blue makes green, I know, because of Ziploc bags. Sweet. That is amazing. Iron Wolf, I think it is your turn. There's one guy left. He got shot in the back, and he is in a world of hurt. The door is slightly ajar because a grenade went off near it. You hear combat inside. What do you want to do?
I want to take care of the remaining soldier on the outside here.
Okay.
So I think I will. I'm still assassin moded up. I think I'll finish him off. Right. This is the one who got blasted by the grenade. He's still.
Yes, he's
still
teetering. He's barely around. You expend some energy, he's gonna go down.
Iron Wolf stands up, brings a mighty axe kick down into the heavy armored titanium soldier's head.
Amazing. So guess what? This is for you a controlled position because he is teetering, as I said, on the edge. So you can make that move from controlled position. And I think you're going to have standard effect, but the standard effect should be enough to take him down.
Perfect.
Let me ask you though, would you like to push yourself?
No, I feel confident in this maneuver.
Would you like a devil's bargain to get a free, no cost whatsoever, but not really free, die?
No, I don't want that. I don't want that. I know where that clock's going. I don't want that. Not yet.
All right. Let's
here we
see
go.
you roll.
Oh, hey, you won a 4 and a 2.
Oh
so 4.
my, 4 mixed success. Yeah, I think what happens is you axe kick him and he lands on the ground. But then you look, and right by his body, he had tried to pull out a little grenade, and you see that the key's out and it's going blink, blink, blink.
And as soon as I see that, I'm on the comms. Spider, juice me with rock armor now.
Yes! Oh my god, yes! Oh, sweet. Pay the 3 stress and pop yourself to Korg. Because that is amazing. 2 special armor boxes. Sweet. So that would have been 3 harm coming your way. You can mark off those 2 special armor boxes. Just mark your special. You're good. That does not. Wait, how did that happen? I don't know what's going on. You don't have to mark that as extra load. It just is a thing you rock up. And like Korg, you look a little bit like the thing, a little bit like Korg, but you don't have to constantly annoy us by talking all the time.
That's not going to stop me.
All the friggin' time. All the time, the whole movie. Never shut up. That's not what you have to do. And it's sweet. You only have one harm that you will eat. That'll be a less effect. It's fine.
How do you populate that? Oh, I just type something in there?
Yep.
Oh, okay. All right.
Shrapnel. Sweet. And that's right outside the door, right? So the door now is bent in. We see that when we look at Pawn, who is facing off with 2 of the heavy armored soldiers looking at the wand of Watum. Plyboy, you can do a little something. What you want to do?
Well, can I get to the wand?
Yeah, you want to get to the wand?
Yeah, I mean, that's why
If
we're
you
here.
spend your whole action, you can just grab that wand.
Yeah.
Yeah, you dash across. One of the heavy soldiers is going to take a shot at you. You want to resist
Sure.
that? Because he's throwing 2 harm your way.
Yeah, I would like to resist that.
All right.
What do I resist it with?
Oh, darn it. I got to remember, I have to tell you lots of things. I apologize. It's like, I love it, but I think it is deception. No. Yeah, it's prowess. Sorry. I'll mix around. I'll come up with some more insight for you soon. I know how much you love resisting with
Sure.
insight.
I'm okay with prowess. That's fine.
Fine. Okay. Maybe.
I resist with prowess. That's a 4, so I take 2 stress.
Yeah. So he fires right over your head or just past you, but you scoot around, and I think you're on the other side of one of the like sets of cabinets type deal, and you've got the wand. You feel it thrumming in your hands, and there are these voices whispering to you in all kinds of languages that you don't understand. You hear just like one little girl's whisper that you barely understand, but it's hard to understand what it's like, hard to make out her words with all the other cacophony of voices.
Got the target.
Awesome. My plan is changed. Rich, the GM, would it be possible to harvest for 2 stress by taking a devil's bargain?
If that devil's bargain is Dr. Doomclock, then yes.
Yeah, let's do that. Spider, give me a number 12.
Okay, I'm on it. Click, 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 click. Tap. Number 12. Remind us who maybe aren't looking. Okay, I'm gonna look. Oh yeah, smart call. You're ghosting it up. Good.
Oh no, I'm
good.
Captain Marveling it up. Oh, it's row 12. Give me a number 11. Sorry.
Oh, that's fine. She gave you exactly what you asked for. Just
yeah.
Row
12.
I see. Row 12.
Number 11.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's number 11.
Yeah, give me an 11.
I should have put that to the left there. Anyway, I'll reorder it. It'll be better. I'll do better. Okay, sweet. Yeah, you have Captain Marvel's powers. What does that look like?
I think that looks like me diving off the side of the helicarrier, and you see like over the edge of like energy sparks and whatnot, and then me like swooping back up and then over and under. I want to fly into where's the mission there? I want to fly into that the propeller vent by 11 down in the lower right. And blast a hole in the wall there.
Hold on a second. You want to take down a helicarrier? These things are made to stay in the air. I don't know if just taking out a propeller will. Okay, maybe I've seen MCU movies.
Or even better, I could blast a hole in the floor so they could jump out to the ship waiting beneath us.
Oh, that's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. Okay, yeah, that sounds good. Let's see if you can do that thing.
Yeah, let's see if I can.
Yeah, it sounds like you're trying to. I mean, my first thought wreck, but what action do you want to engage? It sounds.
Yeah, it sounds like a wreck to me, which I don't have any dice in, but let's do it anyway.
No one. I do think that they have some kind of turret defenses, so
yeah,
I'm going to
sure.
say that this is a relatively desperate action. Does that seem fair?
Awesome. I accept.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you have Captain Marvel's powers, so I do think you're going to have a great effect here. It's just
so I'm just going to like
powers.
Blasting a hole right beneath them.
Sweet.
So that's a wreck. Can I get a devil's bargain for a die there?
Yeah, you can. I think that what happens is that you don't have the best possible aim. And you're going to cause damage to the helicarrier itself in this action, which could set a new clock that would be helicarrier goes down over international waters and is probably, a political incident.
Fantastic. I will take that.
It's a really long name clock. I'll probably just put helicarrier goes down.
Okay, so that will give me 1 die. probably can't get help from anyone for this unless someone's got an idea.
How could I help? I'm in the room where you are looking for.
Hmm.
I could help position that.
Yeah.
That would trauma
Uh,
me out.
oh.
So my thought is I could phase through and drop into the um waiting ship below, but we now have an exit. If that's what you want.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably gonna trauma out too. So let's, if you feel okay doing that, let's do it.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
So I will help you. Bam.
Whew.
That gets you a second dice.
Whew.
Yep.
All right, let's blow a hole in this sucker. Come on, 2 dice. That's a 6.
Nice. Wow. We have the like wow sound effect as you Captain Marvel shoot a hole and it goes all the way through the helicarrier.
Yeah.
Right. Like there's one person who's running across and like, oh, they're just a silhouette. There's nothing left of them. Like one of the jets that was about to fly, it goes through its wing and then it flies off, smoking.
Nice.
It's horrific the amount of damage you have wrought. Pawn, what does you traumaing out look like? Just to for a rules thing, so we're all clear. When you fill out when you mark your last stress box, you suffer trauma. When you suffer trauma, you're taken out of the action until you have a chance to recover. You return without stress and your vice satisfied. With your vice satisfied for the next downtime.
I think what this looks like is I'm directing Starfall where to put the exit, where to blast a hole, but I'm too close to it.
Mm.
And it,
Excellent.
I get caught in the backlash from it. I phase and drop through the floor. And I think what we see on camera is basically I phase and drop through. We know this is the bottom of the helicarrier, and it just goes away. But at some later point, we see that Spider has brought and the pilot have brought our Quinjet down below.
Yeah, they have some kind of energy net that they use to capture you, kind of deal.
Or I could catch you and take you down.
Oh, that's kind of
cooler. Yeah. Yeah. So
I
see you
phase
fall
through
down.
and pass out, become solid, and you can catch me.
Yeah,
that's
great.
even better. Thank you.
That's dope. That's dope. I like
and
that.
Then fly him down to the helicarrier waiting.
Oh, so good, so good, sweet.
And look,
yeah.
come on down, bring the target down, guys.
Sweet.
Just close your eyes. It's just one big step.
Flyboy, as you, we'll deal with Iron Wolf in just a moment. But Flyboy, you got the Wand of Watum. You hear all those voices. You saw that gigantic energy blast through the floor, through the ceiling, and Starfall, your commander, is directing you to go to that giant hole that you know leads to the. You hear the air whistling past, but behind you, you hear whoa, 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 and the soldier who is shooting at you, out of the corner of your eye, you see him drop to a knee, like. Preparing for something. Like he just drops to a knee, he puts his gun down, he is genuflecting. What do you do?
I just have to do the Guillermo thing from what we do in the shadows. So I take one last pull of my cigarette, throw it away, I put the wand in my teeth, and then I double flip him off as I backflip down through the.
Sweet. Oh, that's so good. That's
amazing.
So good. Oh yeah, so you double flip him off, and you see that it's not just a genuflect. You see this like greenish lightning, and then it coalesces into this ball, and then a silhouette forms, and stepping through is none other than Victor Von Doom. Dr. Doom arrives, and then you flip him off, and like I think that the cigarette like tings off of his mask. You know, we see a little bit of just a little bit of CGI ash kind of pop off of it, and he is already reaching his hands out, and he says, Lucky for you, you get off the ship. Hey, Iron Wolf. You see this crazy green electric energy happening in the room where also Captain Marvel power blast. You're just right outside the door. What do you do?
Yeah, I think Iron Wolf hears the call go out. It's time to exfil. So Iron Wolf is going to take what he brought in his pack, his load, which is a series of charges of explosive devices. And he's going to smack the lift button to go up, set a quick timer on the charges, and throw them onto the lift, and then dive out of the hole. Tell me what I must do to make this a reality.
So on the lift, where are we talking about? Like what lift? I just want
So this personnel lift right here, this number 3.
This one?
That seems to go up to a deck next to a bunch of fighter jets.
Oh, for sure. So you're saying this charge to like allow that and
to explode when
it
gets near these
Cody
fighter jets. Yeah, bud.
I have a suggestion. There's
I'm
a
listening.
big hole, so you don't have to worry about the elevator. Right?
Well, I need them to go up to the
just chuck it up.
I think the hole went all the way through.
Yeah.
Mm.
Through the helicarrier. So you could just throw it up through the hole and get up to that top area. You don't have to. I'm just saying. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna stick with mine because I want them to go up and I'm jumping down, right? So in my mind, it's like the jets are above us. I want to send these up. I want to see a couple of heavy armored Doombot looking dudes look at the thing that just came out of the lift and go, oh, and then explode. And
Perfect.
I'm diving out to hit the jet.
Okay. So the only just trying to I imagine this is like 40 feet. The door is here. This lift is here. You'd have to kind of run all the way around, toss this in, and then if you wanted to go out the hole that was made, it's made in here.
Oh, sure. Okay, yeah. I see what's happening. All right, well then I'll just throw them all at Dr. Doom and try and kill him, I guess.
Or the other one is like there were 2 holes, as Steven had said. There's a hole in the floor. There's a hole. You could toss that up and still get what you want, and I think it like makes a little bit more sense in my.
I'll do that.
Canon, if that's okay. Sorry. All right, awesome. That seems like an unwise choice, and I like it, Iron Wolf.
What is the move here?
I think what's most important to you, getting the heck out of Dodge before Doom.
No, absolutely wrecking it. The desire is to wreck it so hard.
Okay, give me a wreck.
All right, I have 0 in it. So
I think this is a desperate move. This sounds desperate to me. Do you agree? Are we in alignment?
I'm into it. Now,
okay.
Now, desperate just means that if I fail, the consequences are worse, right? I still roll the same number of dice.
You same number of dice, but you also get an XP in the trait
thing I'm doing. Okay.
Not the action, but the prowess or side.
And if I have no things in wreck, which I do not, I'm rolling 2 dice, taking the worst.
Correct. Unless you want to push yourself, which then you now have 1 action dot, so you'd roll 1 die and keep it. Or if you wanted to take a devil's bargain, then you get a die free and clear with no problem whatsoever.
Yeah, I think I will take the devil's bargain because I don't want to trauma out. I want to make sure I land this successfully.
Oh, awesome. I think if you successfully do this, the 2 checks on the helicarrier goes down.
Guess what? That's what I wanted anyway. Rich, you've fallen right into my trap, dude.
Have
I?
Oh
my god, I busted you. I busted you, dude.
You fooled me.
All right.
You fooled me. So I was unaware of such duplicity.
So I'm just rolling 1 die and taking it.
You're rolling 1 die and you're taking it, which is smart.
Here we go. A 3. A perfect success. Everyone can agree.
Ooh, okay. Actually,
got a 3.
In actuality, on a 1 to 3, it's the worst outcome. You suffer severe harm. A serious complication occurs. You lose this opportunity for action. That's boring. I don't like that. I think it's a serious complication. So which is more interesting? The serious complication that the helicarrier just goes down with you in it, or
Yes.
that
Yes.
you start to throw and Dr. Doom catches the explosion and holds it near you with his crazy magic powers.
Okay. So I'm open to pitches on this, but right now the idea that the helicarrier goes down with Iron Wolf in it gives me big X-Men 90s animated series vibes of Morph dying on the first mission, and it's just like, what happened to Iron Wolf? I'll roll up a new guy right now if Iron Wolf goes
that
down with
sounds
helicarrier. I'm into that.
Let's just say that happened. That's great.
That's amazing.
That's so good.
Okay.
That's actually hardcore too. That's literally what happens in the first mission of hardcore, except oh shit. Yeah. All right. Here's what happens. Yeah, we're gonna drop out of share screen because this is a thing. Oh, have I stopped sharing? No, I haven't stopped sharing. There we go. Awesome. So we cut back. Flyboy, you land on top of the Quinjet, the club. She comes and pulls you inside the hatch. Pawn, you're already there because Starfall caught you. The three of you come in. Spider is talking to the pilot. Like, oh, where's Iron Wolf? Where's Iron Wolf? And then the helicarrier is a couple explosions, and the helicarrier starts to go down. Smoke streaming from it. There's a couple of ships that go off. A couple of men are dying. They're like jumping off the sides, and Spider, she's flipped the little cover over the red button underneath the monitor section for Iron Wolf. Starfall, the directive is do not let the neural implants get in the hands of anyone else. Her standing order is if she thinks that Iron Wolf is lost, she has to hit that button.
Yeah, I just catch your eye and nod.
And then she hits the button. Like we see just a single tear in her eye, right? She hits the button, and we see maybe when we cut back to the helicarrier as it's going down and the Quinjet is flying away, maybe we see one little extra explosion. Maybe we don't. Maybe we just thought that. But we cut away. That is as soon as she hits the button, she immediately hits a couple of codes, and the display for Iron Wolf just goes black. Like it doesn't, like you think you see the point where it goes beep, but it goes black for just a moment. It winks out, and she says, "I gotta check. Is everyone okay?" And she's just pushing herself into other work. But Starfall, this is the first time she's ever had to do that.
Yeah, and I'd like try to get her like focus on Pawn's down, get him to medical.
Okay.
Like trying to direct her attention to helping him.
Yeah, she stumbles out of her little, guy in the chair, girl in the chair thing, and we'll head over to Pawn. And like, do you guys want a scene on the Quinjet going back, or do we just wipe with the aftermath and go straight into downtime?
I'm for wiping. What do you think?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think Flyboy is just like holding the wand and realizing that he's starting to get pulled into these voices, so he hands it off to Starfall instead. Here,
Nice.
Chief, you take this.
Yep, take it.
Yeah, you also get a cacophony of voices. I imagine Starfall being who you were in a previous life, maybe you speak more than just English.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you catch a few different voices speaking other languages, a couple of which you recognize, and they're asking like, "But free us, free us, free us."
Right.
Yeah, that's a thing. So let's cut to downtime. As Cody furiously starts working on his next character. I will unhide the sheets that were not chosen so that you can look at other stuff. Brave choice. We're all so proud of you.
Amazing.
Thank you for your service.
Thanks, guys. It just felt right in that moment to go down with the ship in that way.
So good. You're the best. Around. Nothing's ever gonna take you down.
All right, I'm playing a rookie. I don't even need to see the character sheets. Obviously, I'm a rookie. I'm brought up to the squad. I'll figure it out from here.
There we go. Hold on just a second as I go. grab the playbook thing because I know you guys like to do the G. Okay. Downtime. Now I have the downtown song in my head. I don't know all the. Thank you. Downtown. Downtime activities. During downtime, each soldier gets 2 downtime actions. For any downtime activity, you can take a +1D if a friend or a contact helps you in that pursuit. Note that rolls for downtime activities are not action rolls, so position, effect, and consequences do not apply, which this gets hinky sometimes. We're going to try our best to stick to that. Your downtime activities are acquire asset, long-term project, recover, train, and indulge vice. If you have traumaed out, then you have reached a state where you have to indulge your vice during downtime as one of your downtime actions.
Nope.
No?
Your vice is considered satisfied.
Sorry, when you first trauma out. But after that, my understanding is that you have to engage. So doesn't apply here. You're right. Doesn't apply at this point. It's more future state.
You only have to, or you take stress.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
There's a consequence. You don't have to, but there is a consequence of taking stress if you do not indulge. So let's start with, I feel so sad for Iron Wolf. You guys, pour one out. I'm going to move him off to the right-hand side of the character keeper. I'm going to change the color underneath him to be black, like our hearts. Okay. Anyway, I'm really, really excited about Flyboy during downtime, so I'm gonna put that off for a moment and go with Pawn. So Pawn, you've got some downtime actions you could take. What do you want?
So I'm going to train and I'm going to recover. I think recover is the most interesting thing. So I think I'm in surgery, right? And I think I think Spider has had to actually, since I'm unconscious, Spider's had to reverse the harvest and pull it back so that they can work on me. And yeah.
Cool. Okay. And what are you training in? What does that look like?
Oh, I'm going to train in my special abilities, and I think this is after my recovery, which I need to make a roll for, but after the recovery, it's going to be me sparring with one of the NPCs, Orca, I think. Trying to train up a little bit. And I'm going to take Small but Vicious, which is what we talked about during character creation as a way of getting bringing in like a sidekick. Yeah.
Nice. That's awesome. Cool. Rich has realized there's a cheat for this. If you think about it, if you're willing to pay 3 stress, you can or 2 stress, actually, you can engage the harvest power from Corvus Glaive and completely fill your healing clock.
I had thought about that, and that felt cheatery. That felt like, I don't want to make that decision. That feels bad. But I like that you suggested it, because I think that on the table, I'm all hurt and messed up, and Spider's like, I've got this, and shoves in Glaive to feel up my heal clock just to get rid of that shot by the pulse weapon, and then pulls it back. So I'll take that 2 stress. That's perfect.
Cool. It's like they're not authorized normally to engage in this outside of mission, but Spider does it, and maybe she's going to get written up for it. Okay, not maybe. She's totally going to get written up for it. Captain Lances does not like this. Oh, you take stress equal to your trauma if you ignore your vice. So if you have 2 traumas, it's 2 stress. Holy
Right.
cats and kittens. That's a lot.
Mhm.
Okay, that knocks out both of your downtime actions, Spawn. That's great. But you're back in action.
I think I'm still training up. I'm still trying to recover. Maybe I'm flinching a little bit. I'm healed, but there's still something going on. And I was out whenever Iron Wolf went down.
Nice. So we pick up with Flyboy. What's your first downtime action? What does that look like?
I think this is just the same evening. It's just a kind of, this semi-slow motion party montage, like just extreme close-ups of like drinking, dancing, and that sort of thing. Very messy, very
Very indulging your vice. I love it. I love it. I think that the bar. Oh, we defined the bar. What do we name it? Help me remember. If we didn't, that's fine. I thought we had.
don't remember.
That's okay. At the bar on the television is a report about the Latverian helicarrier going on down over international waters. There is some footage, and there is a very angry statement from Victor Von Doom as he resolutely blames this on America. He's going to blame it on the Americans. He does not blame it on S.H.I.E.L.D. He blames it on the Americans. And Doom shall have his revenge. Yeah. Cool. Where does Flyboy end up? Maybe we roll that indulge vice and we'll find out.
Yeah, let's see. I'm not going to overindulge, so it won't be too bad. But sadly, I'm rolling 2 dice and taking the worst because that's how this works. I roll my worst attribute. Or yeah. So roll a 6 and a 1, so I recover 1 stress.
Wow. That sucks, dude.
Tough.
Yeah.
It just what is it about this party that just doesn't sate you? It doesn't feel right. Something's off.
I think it's seeing that report on the television that throws off the whole vibe, and then I just get into a fight with someone and I just end up in the gutter outside.
That sounds great. I mean, not great for you, but great. Oh my gosh, more great picks coming from Cody. I'm loving this. I'm hiding the unused playbook since you made a choice so quickly. Starfall, what's your first downtime action?
Does Saxton Kane have any next of kin?
Yeah, definitely. He has a big family back home.
Mm-hmm. I think it is I think it is Lieutenant Cytheria's obligation to go inform his family of his sacrifice. That's indulging my vice.
I was about to say that sounded like you might be indulging that particular vice you have of obligation.
Would you mind if Pawn went with you?
Not at all.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome. Where is this? I remember you were like corn-fed, right, Cody, for Iron Wolf? So it's somewhere like we see the guys in the car,
America.
right? All the cornfields.
The very long ride.
It like pulls back drone shot, and we see the farm, right? You were farm boy, wasn't he?
Yep.
Right.
Yep,
and then maybe one guy younger, maybe about like younger than Iron Wolf. Maybe there's the younger son of the family that was left behind when he went off the military. He stops his tractor and he sees the car that's obviously got government plate, or S.H.I.E.L.D. International whatever type plates, as you come down the long drive towards the farmhouse, right? And it goes from road to like dirt road type deal. and is it music montage, sad music montage of like they answer the door, father breaks down crying,
handing over the
mother
like
holds him up.
flag or uniform or whatever.
Yeah. That's good stuff. Oh yeah. And I think it's the younger brother who takes the flag, right? And yeah. I guess they think he was an American military hero, right? Because this is a covert operation.
Mhm.
So I think the two of us are actually like in army, uniforms.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. And we're flanked, they always send two, right? And when you knock on the door of a military family, they know what's happening.
Yeah.
Oh, you get 2 more checks. You get 4 total checks to actions. And you're asking a question about getting more checks and you were gonna carry over. Yeah, you should carry over, right? Are we cool with that carryover?
Oh
Yeah.
no, I was just confused with character creation because you start with the sorry to break the scene. You
no.
start with the starter ones for your playbook, and then I just
think
wasn't
then
sure
you
how many
add-
more check.
I think you had 4, right?
Or action
Four.
dots.
That makes more sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. And nothing over 2. Like, so you can't just.
Oh, Ryan, that's great.
Yes, it's great. I love that. Awesome. That is cool. Is there anything more you guys want to add to the scene? I don't want to cut it short. If you thought there was...
Unless you want to like throw in some complication or impact from it, or just like straight up like military goodbye.
I don't know. Cody, do you have any complications you want to throw in there? You don't have to. I just want to make sure the door's open.
Yeah, here's the complication. Here's the door open. When you turn over the flag and everything, the father, he seems really confused about it. And he kind of has this kind of maybe he gives this vibe of I just heard from him. He just sent me a message. Doesn't give you time. It's very nebulous, but he's just maybe he's in shock.
Nice. I like that complication.
And then I think that as we leave in that official vehicle, and Lionel turns to Starfall and reaches out a hand and says, I've done this before. It's the hardest thing to lose someone and have to go talk to the family. It's the hardest thing you'll do in this job.
Not my first time either.
And it won't be the last, but yeah, I hope that it never gets easy.
And I think you guys head down the long highway, long straight highway, and then there's a point when the car starts to lift off, and we see the wheels turn under night because you guys are fucking S.H.I.E.L.D. agents, so you got a flying car. Oh, damn it! I can't not deal with that bullshit. I gotta have that bullshit in my S.H.I.E.L.D. stuff. So yeah, you flying car away. Amazing.
I think I'm rolling 1 die.
Yeah,
right?
You are just a mere 1 die.
Let's see. For the best.
Prepare for the worst.
Hey, it's a 6.
Wow.
Okay.
You didn't overindulge in obligation, so that is hashtag best timeline. Cool. So we know Pawn
and I think like Starfall, like I don't think it's not that she gets off on this part of the job, but like she's like, this is the part like where like she's like, this is my duty as a leader of the crew or whatever. And it's like this is the she kind of digs into it a little bit. Like I feel like the obligation vice part of it is like this is it's almost like a self punishment kind of thing. Is like I have to do this hard part because I'm responsible for my team, and like there's something about like taking that obligation on that is integral to her being a leader. That's not super healthy, probably.
Push that stress where it's no longer affecting your day-to-day actions. You just swallowed it deep.
Yeah, it's got that stress diamond in there.
Yeah, that's awesome. So that was your first downtime action. Let's circle back to Flyboy. You had a very unsuccessful night out, ruined by the news. Just ruined.
Yeah, I'm debating whether I should try to recover again or if I should just train. Like that XP is very tempting, but also going into a mission with 5 stress seems terrible. But then maybe I'll
You're a
just
libertine. It seems appropriate.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'll do the trade.
Hey, hold on a second. And this is mostly a check-in with my Blades in the Dark. For any downtime activity, take 1D if a friend or contact helps you. You could ask Neely, your vice dealer.
That's true.
To really hook you up.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Last time it didn't work right.
Yeah. I need something. It's not enough with just booze this time. I need something stronger. So
checking safety and roller.
Yeah, sorry.
Make
sorry.
sure. No, it's okay. No, this is Rich saying it out loud.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
we're good.
Oh,
I think. Do we go to the old school imagery of like needle, or is there like one of those little inoculator type deals for?
I don't think we need to go that far. I think it's more like I don't think we need to go into the specifics. It's just
okay.
It's
he just the I'll hook you up.
Nearly in the back of a like a diner, and just like a bag of white powder, like
we license some music from the TV show Euphoria to tell us that drugs are being imbibed. That sounds good. Sweet. Then go ahead and indulge one more time.
Yeah, which means I get to roll 1 die and just hope.
Yeah, but it counts.
Yeah. We'll see. If I roll a 6, I overindulge. That would be fun.
That'd be awesome. I mean, exactly. Perfect. That hit the spot. Man, you got the hookup.
What happens if you go over again?
You overindulge. And you have to choose one of a list of bad.
One of the options is play another character for a brief period. Which I did that, and that was fun.
Yeah, so I think we see Flyboy like a day later, like strolling back into the base, jacket over his shoulder, and just giving a very sloppy salute as he passes one of the. We had the major. Where is he? Yeah, Major Clash. Just giving him a very sloppy salute as I pass him on the out in the whatever you call it outside.
Okay. Yeah, and he's definitely going to put that in his report. Let's go to my report. Sweet. Let's circle back to Starfall for your second downtime.
Yeah. If that indulge didn't go well, I was going to indulge again with weird, but I think instead I'm going to train, and that's going to look like working out, punching bag, training with someone bigger than me, just working some of that guilt off a little bit.
Sergeant Trainer is there to help you.
Yeah. Come on, trainer, give me everything you got. Don't hold back. Ow, fuck. Okay, hold back just a little bit.
Sweet. That sounds easy peasy. So what I'd like to do is take our not really mid game, but our a bio break, and then when we come back, we will introduce Cody's new character. Will you be ready, Cody, you think? Okay, awesome. And we'll talk about next mission. So let's do that. Okay. We had a brief discussion during our bio break where Steven realized that by Spider throwing some stress onto you, you did not have to recover as a downtime action. Therefore, you get a downtime action. Also, just as a side commentary, so we can follow up at end of session, it makes me realize that not having a cred economy system means you don't have the capability to buy more downtime moves, which I've always enjoyed. So that sucks. And that's a realization now of like, oh, that is the cost of not having that in there. So I may think of ways that maybe you can burn rank or something. I don't know. So
May I make a
it's a
suggestion
holdover.
before I forget it?
Yes,
We could do rank associated with that.
certainly could. Certainly could. That's not a bad idea at all.
Okay.
Not a bad idea at all. Thank you for throwing that out. I will try to think of ways to make that happen. Cool. So you have a downtime action, Pawn. What would you like to do with it?
So in the chat, Mark had asked if I was indulging a vice whenever I went. My vice is obligation and gambling. So if I was indulging my obligation vice whenever I went with Starfall to the family. So I think that's what I'm going to use there. I had thought originally with the character I wasn't ever going to use indulge a vice, but I want to do it here. So let me roll that real quick. You roll a number of dice equal to your lowest attribute, and that should be a 1. So let me roll that. I have 2 stress. I got 4. Okay, which means I overindulged.
Overindulged indeed.
I'm super excited because I was looking through one of the things, if you overindulge, you can brag about your exploits. The public becomes curious. If you don't mind, I'd like to narrate that.
Sure.
During the scene where Starfall and I were at the family's house, we pull away, and we there's that moment in the car between the two of us. Then the wheels fold under and it flies off, and we see. Then the camera clips back, and in a tree is a photographer taking pictures, and they have zoomed in pictures of myself and Starfall, and then pictures of the cars it takes off. And then you see a little thing that clicks open, and it's the is it Latveria? The symbol from
Latveria?
Yeah, Latveria, or Dr. Doom symbol or whatever, transmitting that information back. So that's how the public becomes involved, is they know more about exactly what happened. And I'm sorry, Mark, do you mind if I implicate you as well?
Yeah, please. Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay, good. Yeah. So the whole point of all of that was I wanted to provide you more juice to, about what's going on. Yeah.
That sounds great. I am a fan of you giving me more juice. Cody, let's talk a little bit about this background you have.
Yes. What's up?
And what's going on? So you have a new character for us?
I do. So
I feel like that was like a pitch meeting, like you have a new movie for me. Sorry.
Yeah, and you're gonna love it. It's a combination of bookworm and naive noob. So yeah, Owen Ryan, call sign Orion, is a private. He's filling the crucial 4th slot of the MACE core team. Obviously, he comes from a military and academic background. He joined up and got into S.H.I.E.L.D. because that's where the real cool advancements happening. And he's here for it. You get access to all sorts of stuff. These enhanced people that are out there, S.H.I.E.L.D. knows about it. Aliens, S.H.I.E.L.D. knows about it. So he's getting into there for that express purpose. His vices are weird in play. He's still a young kid, all things considered. So he loves to blow off steam and play some play some video games, play arcade, go, do anything that's kind of a lot of flashy lights and novelty. Loves it. And weird, the kind of his skill set is focused on study and tinkering. I was kind of thinking that perhaps he was one of the first maybe techs who worked on the harvest operations, and he or at the very least he understands it just enough to be dangerous to kind of like tinker with it on his own. And the kind of vice to that is that he's into the weird. So this wand of Watum he's heard has been brought back. That's not tech. That's not science, is it? Is all magic science? So he'll dabble in stuff like that. That's everything you need to know about Orion, right? His one move is naivete. When I accept a devil's bargain, I get it to market experience. That's such an easy. That skill should be for everybody. What a sick move to take. Yeah, there you go.
That is a character advancement expediter we have found in previous games, and that's A-okay. 4 sessions, you're in session 2, so sounds great, not a problem at all. And yeah, that is pretty cool. The idea of like you always mark XP when you take, yeah, it would be cool if that was an everybody thing. Pretty cool. Excellent. So I'd kind of like to kind of reside still in downtime at this point, because I want to have a Orion meets the crew type scene. Starfall Spider sends you a missive. Hey, we have a new member for the team. Can you handle the meet and greet?
Mm-hmm.
And how does Orion show up at the office? This is in Sokovia.
Yeah. Orion, walks in. His dress uniform is buttoned up. He's all lined up. He's got his pack on tight. He approaches and kind of looks around. And Private Ryan reporting for duty. Is this where I check in? Somebody, is anyone here?
Nice. Is Starfall waiting, or is there an administrative official who?
Yeah, Starfall is waiting.
If as soon as Ryan sees Starfall, drops his bag and salutes and freezes up.
You don't need to do that here.
Oh, I thought. Okay, all right. Different vibes here. S.H.I.E.L.D.
Not,
they're really
not to me, at least. Some people are sticklers about it, but we have more important things to take care of.
Right, like Latvian helicarriers. Am I right? That was so wicked cool what you guys did.
I don't know anything about that.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Where do I bunk up? Where do I go?
Yeah, follow me. I'll take him to his quarters / office / lab, whatever you're looking for.
Yeah, I can have my own lab space here.
You're here on a academic something, right?
Well, yes, and yes. Some of my superiors thought my advancements were getting a little too dicey, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to make a breakthrough pretty soon.
We certainly do dicey here, so you'll feel right at home. Let me introduce you to the others. After you drop your stuff off, take you to whatever common area we have that folks would be in and around.
I like the idea of there being a common area for active members of MACE, just a place to blow off steam.
Yeah,
maybe you've got some classic pinball machines, couch and a big screen TV with a few consoles set up, but they're older consoles, right? It's like a PS4 and Xbox One X, old tech, and a pool table, because gotta have a pool table.
But it's a holographic pool table.
Oh, sweet. yeah, I'm into it. Where do we find Pawn?
I think Pawn's in the common area, but he's like in the corner where they have like a weight system, and he's working out and, doing pull-ups and all that kind of stuff. So he's, all sweaty, and I think whenever Starfall and Orion come in, I drop down and grab a towel and kind of wipe my face and, walk over.
Nice to meet you. My name's Private Owen Ryan. You're looking great. Your physique's immaculate. What are you putting up in those days? Are you benching? Are you benching 5? That's crazy. You can't be benching that. 500 pounds?
Are you the new specialist?
Yes. Yeah. I was told there was a spot to fill. I'm so excited to be here.
Oh, okay. Welcome, new guy. I hope to get to know you better. So have you already had your surgery? This is out of character. Have you already had the surgery for the implant?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Ryan is just like really down with the idea. He's like, yeah, man, science. You got to break a few eggs. If my head's the egg, it's just what it is,
Okay. So it's a trip, isn't it?
It's wild.
Yeah.
They gave me like the little test run, and you get to just sample this one. It was the best. I've been thinking about this for years. I've been thinking, how do I get powers into normal people? And S.H.I.E.L.D's already cracked it. I'm so excited.
I wouldn't say normal people. Can you imagine what would happen if, a criminal or a thug got a hold of it? And I smile real big.
Yeah, I guess that would be bad. It would make super villains.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if you don't have super villains, what are superheroes going to do? I guess, right?
Well, supervillains can really mess up a place. Yeah. And superheroes is a term that's hard to define. You'll figure it out.
Hero is a loaded word. We're just agents.
When does Flyboy come in?
I think Flyboy is playing pinball and just he's hearing this, but he's not engaging. Not until they like bring Orion over. He's not going to like go up to him and greet him or anything.
Where's the there should be 4 of us, right? Like MACE always operates in 4, the muscle, the actioner, the console jockey, and the engineer. There's 4 of us, right? That's how it goes. That's what MACE stands for. I'm pretty sure.
Pawn turns to Starfall and says, "Talks a lot."
Mm-hmm.
Should I not? Are we bugged?
I think the 3 of us walk over towards the pinball machine where Hudson is, and we just kind of Hudson, Owen.
What's this? The new guy is still just playing, not like looking away from the game.
Private Ryan, sir. Yeah, I'm the new guy. I'm new, and I'm a guy. That's me.
He looks like a fucking nerd.
That's why we got him.
Fucking nerd isn't the nicest way to say what I am, but it's not wrong.
I heard you got to look at that wand that we brought back. Is that right?
Looked at it, felt it, tasted it.
Really? Tasted it? What did you feel?
And this now he just lets the game go. Like it's not like the game is over. He just lets it go and turns around and like pokes his finger in Orion's chest. Look, we were on a mission. I did what I had to do. Yeah, I tasted the fucking wand of whatever. It's just before I flipped off Dr. Doom and fell out through a hole 3,000 meters into the air or whatever the fuck we were doing. Just remember, you do not replace Iron Wolf. You're just the new guy.
Of course, I didn't think I wasn't replacing me, but just there's an open spot. It's an open spot. I just had somebody has to fill it, you know.
I think Fiber kind of shoulder checks you as he just walks
Yeah.
away.
Nice.
Or Ryan like stumbles like with the shoulder check. Oh!
Such a nerd. That's great. Oh, that's awesome. I love it. I love it. Juice. Good. Sweet. Everyone has done all downtime, so let's cycle into the setup for your next mission. I don't anticipate we're going to get more than, hey, let's plan it and possibly get through an engagement roll.
Mhm.
So don't fret. This is how it works. And I think what happens is after Flyboy walks out, Captain Lance enters the area. He looks around. He's invading your space, right? This is supposed to be non-mission time. He is dressed in S.H.I.E.L.D. blues with the everything buttoned up. And I don't think he calls Starfall Sulfurs though. Yeah. Cytheria? Is that how you pronounce it, Mark? I want to make sure he says that.
Yeah, Cytheria.
Lieutenant Cytheria.
Captain?
Gather your crew. Now that you got a full squad, time to go back out.
Ready anytime.
Then
Get the
he'll-
boys together.
Awesome. Star wipe, and you guys are seated around a conference table. Lance Reddick, style character. Sorry, brief, very, very brief, but my son is a huge fan of BoJack Horseman, and there's a like celeb daily show that is shown from, and there's one character who's a co-host, and I'm a Ryan Seacrest type. That's how he introduces himself, and that cracks me up every fucking time. I'm a Ryan Seacrest type. It's just that's it. Anyway, so not Lance Reddick because he passed away sadly. Oh my god, that picture of Neely is kind of terrifying. I can't look. I gotta look away. I can't. I gotta do this. I gotta do this because those eyes. That's amazing. That pic for Neely is so good. Sweet. So, welcome to Team Private. Right. Is everyone recovered? Lieutenant, is your MACE team ready to go on your next mission?
Ready as we're gonna be.
Right. And he clicks a little remote and this thing pops up and you see the globe, right? Hovering in like the blue hollow style. And it pivots around for a little bit and reaches again. Someone will need to look up the map, but it focuses in on Madripoor. Coming in a little little thing pops up and it says Madripoor. And he says, the mission that I have for this squad, the four of you need to go to Madripoor. We'll provide your travel. You need to define the parameters of the mission. Now, you may have heard about the problems recently that we had with a group calling themselves the Flag Smashers. Several of them took what we believe to be the last pieces of the super soldier serum. Unfortunately, as far as we knew until recently, all of those Flag Smashers were killed. Well, we've just received communication. He flicks a little button and you see a picture of this girl pop onto the screen. Ritual share screens. This girl, calling herself DD, reached out to S.H.I.E.L.D. She is currently being forced to participate in an underground, super-powered fighting ring. She is offered, well, she's asked for our help. She wants to be sprung. Need you to go to Madripoor, back to Madripoor. Search yourselves into the underground fighting ring or find a way to escape. Bring her out. Be advised. Abomination is still currently participating, and I know that at least one of you still have a beef with Emil. So be careful. You'll probably be identified. Do you have any questions?
Do we have any contacts besides Dee?
We do have a contact with a power broker, but we consider the power broker to be working on their own side. I would use that chip only if you have to.
Fair.
And of course, the last we heard, Logan has been spotted in Madripoor. He is friendly to S.H.I.E.L.D. All right. Well, if you have further questions, you can address them to Spider. Good luck prepping your mission. You leave in less than 24 hours.
First class.
He clicks a button and the hollow drops and he turns on the heel and marches out. So,
Right.
let's talk about it. You have pre-mission stuff. You can gather info that does not count as a downtime. You can just do the thing. And once you guys define what your approach is, then we'll figure out the engagement role, get that role on the table, and yeah, see how that's going to go.
Should we position ourselves as buyers of whatever these former flag smashers might be setting up?
Just like out of character, in case my mission parameters weren't clear, Dee has been pulled in, and because of her power, she's being forced to fight as a combatant in the underground ring.
So our mission is just to get her out.
Yep, that's it. It's an exfiltration. Just basically pull her out.
So the flag smashers are not a concern anymore. Is that correct? As far as we know,
it's not a concern as far as the S.H.I.E.L.D. is concerned. They just want to increase their harvest program with super soldier serum.
And we should avoid the abomination, right? Because someone has a beef with them.
Iron Wolf did.
Okay. And then Logan is also there.
Yes.
But
it's been seen.
But as a possible ally. Okay.
And that was just, I mean, if you're going to say Madripoor, why do you not say Wolvie in the same sentence? Because they're just like...
There's a guy named Patch, and he's in there causing problems.
Yeah. He is only known as Patch in Madripoor.
Well, I imagine that Neely might have some connections because Madripoor is a seedy place and he's a seedy guy. So
maybe we. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No. Go ahead.
Oh, it's following off the Neely idea and seediness. It's a fighting. Maybe it's a after party infiltration. Like, hey, even if they're being forced to fight, they're probably also forced to be around the entertainment after the fight, and maybe that's how we get access to them. And from there, who knows?
I might want to give Gretel a call as well. The widow. See if she has any contacts there.
Oh my God, yes.
People being forced to fight probably has some feelings about that.
Oh, she's not a fan. Even though she is a rival of yours,
Mhm.
I think you have good feelings that she will be opposed to that action.
Yeah.
And I think I'm going to try and gather information. I know I don't have specific contacts in Madripoor, but I do know the way that the criminals in the underground work from my background, and I think I'm going to use I'm going to try and figure out, oh yeah, this is the drug trade. We're not interested in that. Here's where the players in this underground fighting ring, this is how they would be operating, and they would have a base of operation, all that kind of stuff. Study up on that.
Awesome. Cool. So let's get some gather info dice on the table. What you're looking for mechanically, Stephen, is probably an advantage in the engagement role because you've done some homework. Does that
That's right.
seem okay? Good. Good.
And that's either hunt or survey, I think. Hunt would be looking for a target and gathering information about their movements, which I think I like better because we are going after Dee Dee. And this would be, how is she being kept? How is she being escorted back and forth? Where does she live? That kind of thing.
Are you
Does that sound-
imagining that then you're doing a bit of this gather intel after the point when you guys arrive in Madripoor, but before you engage in the mission itself?
I'm fine with that. If
Okay,
everyone
because I
else
just
is,
don't see
yeah.
prowl. Like if you wanted hunt to be applied, you'd need to be able to hunt. That's all. That's the reason I was
Okay.
asking that
I could
question.
also do survey.
Okay. You can do hunt. I'm not saying
Yeah,
no at all. I would imagine you guys would get to Madripoor, set up a safe house, do that stuff.
Yeah.
So you're probably setting up mission control. I think Spider's on site with you guys,
Mhm.
with her club. So hilarious. I keep wanting to say cub, but it's club.
If y'all are okay with that, that sounds great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'll roll that and see what kind of information I get. That is a 3 and a 1, which is limited, right?
Yeah. You are able to find out that she is kept on site. She doesn't leave where the arena is located. She must be housed there. She is a prisoner.
Mhm.
That's your limited. Does that seem fair?
Absolutely. Yeah.
So I think what I'm looking for with Neely is a connection, someone who can get us into the party if we're going for an after party, but like local connections, people who can assist us once we're there, get us invites or that sort of thing.
Okay.
And
sounds
I
amazing.
am perfectly willing to offer him to, like, if he needs something transported, then like we'll have stuff with S.H.I.E.L.D markings on them that I'm sure won't be searched. So
Oh, sweet. Yeah, if you want to do that as a devil's bargain, that he is having you move some seriously illegal cargo to contraband from where you are to Madripoor to make him lots and lots of money. That sounds great. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, I'll do that. I think this is consort because we're pals, we're friendly. And let's see. I get increased effect on consort and sway from my Mercurial.
Nice. Yes. I love Mercurial. That is so cool.
And the next die from the Devil's Bargain. So that's a 6 with increased effect.
Wow. And just to be clear, you're trying to set up a situation where you have an inn within the circuit, like underground superpower being circuit. Awesome. Yeah, let's say that there is an influencer that I will devise by next session who will be super annoying, but really fun for me to play. And that influencer knows your contact and will welcome you with open arms, which you may choose to regret later.
Perfect.
They may have a vocal fry. Just warning you ahead of time. Oh my god. Sorry. Oh my god, how can I say no to that?
Oh yeah.
Riviron. Oh man. That's still one of my favorite Chris Tucker performances of all time. That character was so much. Thank you. Cool. Any other before we determine what kind of mission your mission approach is?
Yeah, I think I'm probably meeting Gretel somewhere, not in either place, probably somewhere in between on the way, just to sort of get. She probably doesn't go to Manipur. I think what I'm trying to get from her is who may have brought Dee Dee in, like who may have been the person to like take her from the flag smasher debris and sell her basically to the fighting ring.
Yeah, I think you're going outside of your like normal S.H.I.E.L.D. intel to get this from basically a Black Widow. This is amazing. I am definitely a fan of this. And I think that's another gather intel. What action do you think applies here?
The easiest answer is study. Trying to think if there's a harder but more fun answer. I don't think there is one.
Okay.
Can I take a devil's bargain for an extra die?
The information you get from her means that you are breaching S.H.I.E.L.D. protocols.
Yeah.
And if someone finds out, you're in trouble.
Definitely take that.
Okay.
Cool. Brunch with Gretel. It's a 2.
Oh man, oh man.
It's 2 and a 1.
Oh, darling. We got to, wine. I think it's a super classy restaurant.
Cafe somewhere, yeah.
Yeah. And she's so, darling, I'm embarrassed for your intelligence that you would think that in any way the power broker would assist you, since she is the very one who brought Dee Dee in. You would stay very, very far away from her.
I mean, the original plan was to stay far away from her, but might not have a choice now.
Best of luck. You've been given a giant shit sandwich.
That's the job, isn't it?
Feel bad if yes, it is your job.
Keeping yourself busy these days with independent work.
Yes. There's always people wanting my particular services.
So no inclination to join the boys club?
No, thank you. Not really a group activity kind of person.
Yeah, I understand.
Well, best of luck. I'm sure you'll figure a way through.
Sure, we will too. Order whatever you like. This is on S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh, good. And she will look through the not prices on it part of the cafe menu and pick up something stupid expensive. Cool. That is a thing. Does that seem fair for?
More than fair.
And I think mechanically, as a result of that failure, she is, the power broker will be against you in the engagement. roll.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So let's talk about it. What is your approach for this mission? To clarify, we're working in the rules section, and the planning the mission, you don't have to get too super detailed, because when we start next week, we will jump deep into the mission. Is this an assault, a deception, a stealth, a weird, a social, or a transport?
So
Fly
Cody,
boy, what were you? Did you have an idea of what you were transporting?
I don't ask. I get a package. I make sure
Okay.
it's stowed away in like the official S.H.I.E.L.D. Stuff.
Cody, didn't you
And of
say
course, I
something
don't
about
tell anyone else. So.
Oh, okay.
getting
Yeah.
in with the party? Is that right?
Yeah, that was what I suggested before we had all the research rolls. But yeah,
That
the
were
suggestion was
horrible.
there's
Yeah.
yes. Some of them were good. But yeah, the idea being, if it's a fighting thing, there's got to be after parties. There's got to be an after party, in the facility or nearby, perhaps, and that's how we get ourselves into the arena where presumably the target is being held.
That seems like deception, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Another option. The obvious things to me are stealth to sneak in, deception, like you just said. Another option would be for one of us to harvest in a power and go in as a fighter.
Yep, that's what I was
Right?
gonna think too.
And that would be another deception, I think.
Yeah.
Orion's really into that idea.
Orion want to take his first shot in big time?
Yeah, I can Hulk up and I'll be the strongest person there.
Yeah, maybe not if you run into Abomination.
Oh, sorry.
Well, actually, Flyboy, Hulk beat the Abomination, so I'll be stronger than the Abomination. I can beat him. It'll be easy, just like what happened in New York in like 2008 or whenever.
I think you're overestimating your abilities here, but whatever. Get beat up by the Abomination. See if I can.
I love this plan.
I also love this plan.
I had been looking up variant Hulk pictures online, and I dropped one into the chat. So anyway, yes, I had the same idea. That's great.
Yep, that's great.
Nice.
So it sounds like we know it's going to be deception.
Mm-hmm. And the deception is getting Orion in as a Hulk, as a fighter.
Amazing. I'm a
so
huge fan.
does once harvested, is there a time limit for how long it is before it wears off, or it has to be pulled out before it does some damage? Or
That's a great question. I had left it kind of fuzzy because playtest, and also I wanted to see what was most fun. I was imagining it lasted for a scene kind of deal. So maybe it's a thing where he has to juice up, harvest up for whatever trial they put him on, and then it's gonna go away. But that's what I was thinking.
But Spider can keep feeding it to him, so mechanically he'll juice at the beginning of the scene, right, to do whatever needs to happen while we're playing.
If you roll a shitty engagement roll, he's had the juice and then it's all gone away, and so you're walking in with 3 stress on you and no benefit. Is that
nice?
Okay.
I love that.
Love it. And then while we're in, then we start looking for Didi.
And what are the rest of us going to be doing while Orion goes in? Are we back with Spider?
We can define that as we go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think
Yeah,
I'm good with I feel like we have enough to go through the questions on engagement role here,
Yeah,
and then we
yeah.
can define it when we drop into the scene, because
Mhm.
what we lock you into now may seem less fun than something we come up with over a week. All right, is the mission particularly bold or daring? I was gonna go with no, but then Orion made it that. So plus 1D. So you start 1D for sheer luck. Now you're at a second D. Is the mission overly complex or contingent on many factors?
The one real contingency that I see is that Dee Dee has to be there on the same night as Orion is fighting. It's like
Well, we know that
there
she
is
doesn't
some.
leave, right?
True.
Yeah, that's true. She's in the yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
That's
So
true.
the plan
Yeah,
is like go to the place where she is and get her and get out. Like that's
yeah, that's
feels
true.
yeah. It's risky but straightforward.
Then I think it's not overly complex and it's not
Mhm.
contingent on many factors.
Yeah.
Therefore, I won't take a die. Does this plan detail expose a vulnerability of the target or hit them where they're weakest? And I'm going to say that's negotiable. What's the vibe here on our exposing vulnerability of the target?
I mean, they need new fighters all the time, right? So they
True.
are looking to recruit people. And
Yeah, they
that
seem pretty loose about who they let fight.
yeah.
Okay, then I think that will get you a third die. I am inclined to agree. So there we go. Is the target strongest against this approach, or do they have particular defenses or special preparations? And now, power brokers aware of some of the inquiries, and therefore, yes. So that knocks you back down to 2. Can any of your friends or contacts provide aid or insight for this mission? I feel like some setup has happened for that to be a yes. So back to 3. Are enemies or are any enemies or rivals interfering with this mission?
If you've already counted power broker, then I guess not, unless you have something up
Unless
I'm
there's
not going to
enemies in
double
the
dip for power ground.
shadows that we don't know.
I think Major John Clash doesn't like this idea at all. I mean, the idea of bringing in a flag smasher. So I think he's working against this particular mission.
Ooh. All right.
He's a dick. He's the worst rival. Are there any other elements to consider? And this could be up to plus 1D or minus 1D.
I think here's the thing to consider. Hear me out, guys. It's Orion's first mission, and he's decided to juice up as the Hulk immediately. Is that like, is that nerves or what?
It's pretty gutsy. Okay. All right. Take 1 more D. So that's what, 4? Are we?
Oh, I was
4?
suggesting that it should be 1 less D.
That's true. You're pinning this on the hopes of a super rookie. I mean, thing is, if you roll terrible, you start in a desperate position. It's like XP left, right, and center. So, then
let's just call that flat, not 1 die or 2 die, not 1 die 4 against. Let's just call it. I think we're at 2.
Okay.
Yeah. Good.
All right. Let's. I want to get this on screen so Rich will remember how you rolled. Starfall, you can roll, or you can designate someone else to do it.
Let's have the rookie roll.
Good.
Let the rookie
your
win.
fault.
Okay. This is tough because in my heart I want it to do bad, but I always roll so good. That's the problem. All right. 2d6 engagement roll. Here we go.
Hey, there we go.
Wow. On a 6, you arrive in a controlled position. That is shocking. Out of 2 die, but I'm into it. Fantastic. Okay, cool. So engagement is on the table. We know you're going to arrive in a controlled position. I'll do all that setup at the start of next session. Let's transition to talking about XP. Let's start with Flyboy. Did you address a challenge with charm or recklessness?
I think recklessness in just rushing to the wand and
The Guillermo alone. was pretty
Yes.
charming. So, yeah, I think rushing to the wand and then the I'm out Guillermo-ness of it. That's a couple there. Next question: did you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background?
I think with like really being harsh with Orion, like we're the team. Iron Wolf was part of the team. You're not part of the team. You haven't proven yourself.
Yes. Totally agree. And then, did you struggle with issues from your vice or trauma?
Yeah, I think I did with waking up in the gutter and
Mm-hmm.
Having to hit vice twice, like it almost feels like it should be an XP as a poor guy. Sweet, sounds great. Then let's go to pool one. Let's start off. Did you address a challenge with tracking or violence? You definitely did in our setup for the engagement. How about tracking and violence for earlier in the session?
I think Dr. Gustav was a little bit of violence.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Two XP then?
Is that possible? I thought you could just get one for each.
No, you can always get 1 or 2 if it happened multiple times. Yep.
And the tracking
See,
was...
Undesh just nodded, so I know
Okay.
I'm right. Okay, good.
The tracking was for the gathering information?
Yeah.
Okay.
Would you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background?
So let's see. My beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. My background is underworld and law, and I was going to say that my criminal aspect came in, but I think that we've already counted that with the tracking. So I think that's just one. I don't want to double dip. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
yeah.
Do you struggle with issues from your vice or trauma?
I think I did with the obligation and the pictures that were taken and given back to Doom. Yeah.
Cool. All right. Starfall, did you...
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
I have
yes.
one additional, which is, did I get payback against someone who harmed me or someone I care about? And I don't think I did.
We'll have to keep that in mind
Yeah.
in the future to try to set
Well-
you up to try to get payback.
Yeah, now it would be someone like Doom or
How
something
about
like
maybe
that.
you've got a beef with A-Bomb? You, like Pawn also has a beef with A-Bomb, a thing that you and Iron Wolf. Wow, already forgot his name. Crazy. Just like he's
Ironfall
been
is his
gone.
villain name when he comes back. Don't worry about it.
Oh,
Yeah.
anyway.
I'll add him as a rival just to remember. Perfect.
Yeah, cool.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Starfall, did you address a challenge with violence or discipline?
Yeah, I sure did.
Mm-hmm.
Violence, at least. Discipline. Telling my crew to jump out the bottom of a helicarrier.
I'm into it. Yeah, I think
I'll
too.
take that.
I think too.
Yeah.
Do you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background?
Background with the military for sure. I think that's it.
Okay. And then did you struggle?
Unless you want to count the scene with Gretel as background.
Ooh.
Or I guess we don't really have drives and heritage, do we?
No.
Yeah.
That's true. So let's say yes.
Okay. I will take it.
I guess heritage is background, right?
Yeah.
It says background.
But
you're right. Heritage is different in Blades. I may tweak that a little bit.
Yeah.
You struggle with issues from your vice or trauma?
The vice obligation for sure.
Sounds good.
But both the emotional and the tactical of getting pictures taken, which I loved.
That was great. Save that star for a later reminder.
Yeah.
Okay, Orion, because we don't need to give XP to the dead guy. Did you address a challenge of recklessness or naivete?
Yes, I think signing up to be the juice guy in the battle gives him that, right? All right.
Did you express your beliefs, drives, or background?
I think so. I think when introducing everybody, he was a big nerd.
And did you struggle with issues from your vice or vice of weird in play? I just can't wait to see play in play. But did you?
I don't think so.
Okay, I agree. Good. That was excellent. Cody, reminder, you are our scribe. Let's talk about wishes, friends. What wishes do we have? I just want to, on the top, express this wish, and this is also a little bit of a preview of where my head was at, but I want to get it out there and have it transcribed. I have a wish to offer a devil's bargain to Pawn that is his intricate little smuggling operation gets just messed up somehow.
That's
And
me,
that's a devil's
Flyboy.
bargain. Oh,
Oh,
shoot.
Flyboy,
I'm so
yeah.
sorry. I'm so sorry. Andesh, I'm an asshole. I'm sorry. I apologize. So anyway, Flyboy, I want to mess with your smuggling operation as a devil's bargain.
That's
To
half the
offer
reason
it.
I suggested it.
Yes, exactly. You suggested it. Steven did not.
Actually, let me jump in. I'd forgotten about this until you mentioned my name, but I think that I described that I had an underground
Mm.
thing
Yeah.
going on, so I might have connections with Neely as well, and that could be how things get screwed up if you want to use it.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Interesting.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Yeah, so I just want to get that out there. Who'd like to go first with wishes?
I can go. I won't be here for the last session, so
Mm.
I hope I get a good exit for Flyboy. However that happens, but yeah, something interesting, please. Maybe not crashing with a helicarrier interesting, but you know, that's just something we can all aspire to. We can't all achieve Iron Wolf levels of interesting exit.
Cool. Thank you, Andesh. Who's next with wishes?
I have one. I have two. One is I'd like to see consequences come from our interaction with Doom.
Mm.
That might be obvious, but number two, I'd also like to see. I'd like to. I'm trying to work hard to trauma out. So in 2 sessions, I've gotten through one trauma. I'm gonna have to work really hard to get 2 more. And I don't want it to feel cheaty, like I think we talked about last time, where it's like,
Juice.
exactly, I could just harvest over and over and take a bunch of stress and go out. I'd like for it to make sense in the story, but I'm working towards that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Cool. Did you have anything more, Steven? Felt like you had something else.
No, the thought was, so I actually built up my second character last week, and I realized that's not going to work because I'm not going to be able to trauma out. I wanted to trauma out normally just to experience how that worked, but I'm not going to be able to do that and then get to the character. So that's what I realized.
Yeah, you may maybe we just agree that in your downtime you overindulge in your vice and take that as a choice.
Yes.
Okay. Thanks, Steven. Cody or Mark? Wishes.
I would definitely like to see some entanglements from the power broker, one way or the other. And yeah, I'm just excited to see the fighting tournament ring, all the stuff. It's gonna be a good time.
Sweet.
All right. My wish is, see, I don't see what's wrong with just taking a bunch of powers and trying me out. Anyways, no. My wish, I don't know. I'm getting what I want. I'm excited for the next fiddly bits. I'm excited to see this. I think this seems more to me like what I think Blades is, which is like we've infiltrated a place and now we need to do our thing and get out. And it's less overtly military. So that's kind of what my thought is, I guess. It feels more roguish. So I'm excited to see how all of our stuff happens. It's not just we can blast everything. I mean, we can, but yeah. So, and also Doom. And you know what? Also a giant wish to see what Rich decides to do with Iron Wolf, perhaps. Okay, that's it. Bye.
All right. Sweet. Cody, last with wishes. You get to go first with stars. Did you have any stars from the session?
Yes, big star to Anders, the fly, the getting the wand, and that's incredible. Mark and Steven, you guys setting up the Marvel blast through the helicarrier, and also everybody being so down to fill that clock for Dr. Doom to show up. That was like, it was really like, hey, we all agree to play with fire, and that was really awesome. So big stars to all that.
Yeah, I had I had ideas on what Doom would do in a fight to people, and it was not going to go well.
Yeah.
It was like Jurassic Park, and now you're fighting a T-Rex. What do? You get away from the T-Rex. That is the smart call. Sweet, thank you, Cody. Mark, any
Yeah,
stars?
this was really fun all around. I really love the exit of Iron Wolf and the intro of Orion. That's going to be a lot of fun to watch. Starter Rich for letting me bend the Devil's Bargain rules to get some Captain Marvel in there. That was fun.
That was so worth it.
I was prepared to like get captured or something, but this was great too. Yeah, everyone. I just love seeing all the character bits. Downtime is always super fun to see what happens and what people get up to and the consequences thereof. So, yeah, just a great time all around.
Excellent. Thank you, Mark. Steven, any stars left out there for you?
I was, I was shocked at the death of Iron Wolf, the events of Iron Wolf. That was fantastic. It's exactly what I was looking for in this game.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the interaction with how Hudson came up against Owen and they kind of clashed, and I thought that was, really fun. I was tempted to do that myself, and I'm like, no. And then, and Ash, you stepped in, and I was like, that's amazing. And I really liked Starfall risking everything in order to take on the harvest at the end and get us out, and then your suggestion, of course, about catching me and taking me back to the Quinjet was just beautiful. And then the downside of the downtime of going to see the parents, or going to see the family, that was just fantastic.
Oh, so good. Thanks, Steven. And Ash.
No, I
Stars?
think everything's been mentioned, but yeah, if Stephen hadn't said it there at the end, the Starfall and Fawn going to visit the family, that was really good. I really enjoyed that, and I like Orion coming in being all enthusiastic and not knowing what he's getting into. That's super fun.
That was awesome. Cool. Really enjoyed the session. So excited that we have a couple more. I'm very proud of that. We're going to Madripoor, and that you guys just gave that to me. You just handed it to me like, I want to return to Madripoor. I'm like, okay, sure. What do I remember of Madripoor from the MCU? This stuff, what do I want to mix in there? I kind of hated that all the flag smashers were swept off the board. So one of them somehow wasn't part of a van explodes, and now we've reset the table. So there.
Somehow DD returned.
Somehow DD returned. Exactly. Yeah. So I'm very excited. For a moment, I almost had Trevor Slattery as the person who wanted to be escaped, but then I thought, no, that's fucking stupid. So thank you guys so much. This was really, really fun. With that, we'll bring the recording to a close.